are you?
I am doing, I hope you are too.
I am blessed and highly favored.
Before I come to whether you take that hand of friendship and move into the future, ready to work with them in the interest of a country like Honorable Fonyemaki says, what do you make of the decision of the Supreme Court?
Well, thank you once again. Let me say good morning to your cherished listeners and all of you working in our most cherished Radio Gold. So now, yesterday, I was not shocked because it is something that we expected. We expected a unanimous 7 to come out with a unanimous decision. They played the fast one on all of us and decided to make it 5-2. So we were not surprised. We had always anticipated this decision from the very predictable Supreme Court, which have been politicized by the Akufo-Addo regime. They've destroyed every fiber of our institutions in this country, politicized them, and using them as stooges in the advance of their Ejapade and state capture agenda. We are not surprised. What I, EDWIN VANDERPUYE, is surprised about is the fact that the Supreme Court has rather made our constitution not workable. They turned the constitution upside down and heeded to the whims and caprices of the executive. And that is a danger for this country. The decision they gave yesterday was absurd and has created more confusion in the minds of many Ghanaians. So now it doesn't make sense because that particular clause, that Article 97(1)G(H), is so clear, explicit, and doesn't need any interpretation at all. What did he say? When you, sinner, you'll be employed by Radio Gold to do work for Radio Gold. And in the course of doing the work for Radio Gold, you decided to get out of Radio Gold and go do work for another media house. But then you still want to stay in Radio Gold and take the salary of Radio Gold. You must leave the premises of Radio Gold. Simple. Does this need interpretation from the Supreme Court? No. The Constitution says if any member of Parliament leaves the party on which ticket he or she was elected to join another party and still want to remain in Parliament. So look at the two clauses. Leaves the party for which he was elected to be in Parliament, to go join another party, but seeks to remain. What does it mean? What it means is that when you have been elected as an NDC member, in the course of your MPship, when you decide to leave the NDC to go join another party, but seeks to remain in the Parliament as MP, you shall vacate your seat. Or when you have been elected as an independent candidate and seeks and then decide to go join another party, but seeks to remain in Parliament as an independent candidate, you shall vacate your seat. This is ABCD. A primary school child, if you read this to him or her, he will understand. So I don't understand what the Supreme Court was interpreting in the first place. Because there's no ambiguity about this clause, and this clause is so meaningful to everybody. Interpreting it the way they've interpreted it, well, I'm not a lawyer, but I beg to say that it doesn't sit with the English I learned at the University of Ghana.
Well, in the meantime, what we know is that the Supreme Court thinks the Speaker's actions were wrong. we are yet to see the full decision of the court, which
Why is
sets
it
out
wrong?
which sets out the reasons why they think so. We haven't seen the reasons yet.
You ordinarily be objective. Ask yourself why was the speaker's action wrong? Considering the article I've just quoted, Article 97(1) G and H. Do you think the speaker was wrong?
No, because there are those who have the opinion that that declaration should have been made by the High Court, not the speaker.
Look, the Constitution says shall vacate their seat. It doesn't need any court. It's a consequential. It's automatic. So we call it the automaticity of the law. It's there. You don't need to invoke any article. It's there. Your action leads to this. If, for example, there is a medication and it says that it's poisonous, when you drink you shall die. Do you need another article to tell you that when you drink it you shall die? Or you need an article to confirm your death? You understand? It doesn't make sense.
So your point is that these MPs who have vacated their seats by themselves, nobody needs to tell them.
Yes. By their action, they vacated their seats. Nobody. You understand? Look, the quote Article 99. Senna, Article 99 has nothing to do with this. Article 99 has to do with somebody's qualification to be a member of Parliament. That's assuming somebody brings up an issue about your election to Parliament, to be a member of Parliament. That is when Article 99 is the article to which decides whether you qualify to still be a member of Parliament or not. Article 99 has nothing to do with people moving from one political party to another, or moving from independent to a political party, or vice versa.
Then what is the speaker's role in this if it is automatic?
The speaker's role in it is what he did. The speaker acted perfectly. By our standing orders, when there is such an occurrence, the speaker will inform the House and accordingly transmit that information to the Electoral Commission. So if we had enough time, if it is about 6 months to elections, the Electoral Commission must organize by-election in those 4 constituencies. That is what the speaker is supposed to do. That is what our standing orders say. If there's any occurrence of a vacancy by death or by an act of a member of Parliament, like what happened, the speaker inform the House and notify all of us of that occurrence, and then inform the Electoral Commission. And that's what the speaker did. The speaker only activated the automaticity of that clause.
I see. Be that as it may, the Supreme Court has made a decision. The Avenue Markins, Alexander Avenue Markins, is extending an olive branch. Would you take it?
Why didn't he do that before he went to court? I heard him talking about engagement. If he knew that Parliament is structured, that on every issue we engage and build consensus, why did he go to court? He's the leader of the House. What precedent did he set by going to court without trying to engage and consult and build consensus? It's too late in the day. He's gone to the Supreme Court. He's gotten what he wants. The Supreme Court should come to Parliament and effect their decision. Their powers rests and presides within the walls of the Supreme Court. Yes, Once they interpreted the law, all of us, for now, it becomes law. But then, that cannot alter the decision we have taken. Can the Supreme Court compel me to sit somewhere else in Parliament when I have decided to sit where I want to sit? Parliament doesn't work with the rulings and the decisions of the Supreme Court. Parliament will work by our procedures and our standing orders. The Supreme Court has no power over Parliament. And Parliament has no power over the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court interprets the laws we make, but they don't have power over us. The Supreme Court cannot come to tell Parliament how we should dress, what we should do in the House. We are the master of our own rules, provided that rule is not in contravention with any clause of the Constitution. So the Supreme Court cannot come and tell us what we should do in the House. If they think that the ruling and the decision of the Speaker is wrong, fine. They should serve that on the Speaker. And the Speaker may review the decision he made. But that cannot change where we sit in Parliament. As far as we are concerned, we have a working majority to work with in Parliament. And that will decide where we sit and what we do in the House. So I don't say,
if there's someone today, would you return?
That is what the situation is now. And you see, the MPP are just a laughing stock. They can go to the Supreme Court and let the Supreme Court decide for them when they should sleep with their wives and when they should sleep with their husbands. That has nothing to do with us. We were not in court. They didn't cite us. So whatever decision they have given by the Supreme Court, why? Is binding on the Speaker. When we go to the House, and the Speaker said, in light of the decision taken by the Supreme Court, those people can come back to the House. They should come to the House and decide where they will sit. You understand? They will come to that. They should come and decide where they will sit. Kwachaka cannot come and sit with us.
Why not?
So, why would they sit with us? He should join us in our caucus and then go to the constituency and campaign against us. Have you seen this drama before?
But the MPP are welcoming the two MPs who are going independent. Why won't you do the same for Kwachaka?
We won't. And I'm not sure the MPP, Boachi says that they've removed him from all their platforms. So they themselves, by their action, Boachi is no more be a member. Since the Mame Morrison that they are shooting at should come to Parliament and sit with them and work with them and then go back to the constituency and campaign against them. Have you seen this? Have you seen this before? We should have a caucus meeting. Let them come and sit in the caucus meeting and go back to the constituency and campaign for themselves. Does it make sense? Does this really make sense to you?
Are you ready?
They took a political decision. They didn't take a decision that will advance the cause of our constitution. They have rather made the constitution not workable. They should have gone to the spirit of that clause or consulted with the people who were at the Consultative Assembly who drafted the constitution and asked them what was the reasoning behind that clause. Because I'm sure that some of them, when the constitution was being drafted, maybe were thoughtless, so they didn't understand why it was done.
Oh, be that as it may, if Parliament is recalled today, I guess the minority has no choice than to tell them.
We are not going.
You're not going.
We're supposed to be on recess from tomorrow.
Okay.
By our calendar. Look, we are human beings. We need a vacation. We are human beings. We work. Sometimes, well, look, the last time we were in Parliament, some of the times we close at midnight. So we need our vacation. We have planned our lives already. Some people are in their constituencies. They plan that they are not leaving their constituencies until after elections. So if they plan any recall, that will be after the elections, not now. It will not happen. None of us is going to leave his campaign and come and sit in the Parliament House and do nothing. We've been recalled. When we came, nothing was done the whole day. People traveled for days, came to Accra, and the whole day nothing was done, and we had to go back. And then you go to call us again. What of disrespect is that? If Afenyo there calls us, he will be sorry, because it means that he doesn't respect us. We are not his children that he can order anytime he wants. Some of us are older than him, and some of us are his seniors. We can go to our constituencies and be working our constituencies, and then with your whimsical and capricious intent, you just recall us. We will not accept this whimsical and capricious recall.
Honorable, thank you very much for speaking to us this morning.
So if they want to recall us, they should wait. By our calendar, we'll resume Parliament after the elections. We'll come, and whatever business they think they have, they should bring it, and we shall conduct that business. But for now, between today and 7 December, nobody is going to hit to any recall to be in Parliament.
Honorable, thank you. Thank you for speaking to us.
It's a pleasure.
Honorable EDWIN LANTEY VANDERPUYE is member of Parliament for